Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. If you couldn't tell by now, we are in part 3 of a soon-to-be 6-episode series. I want to do a comparison video at the end of the figures side by side with everything. I'm showing you that in the when I get to the light box, but I kind of wanted to see them all standing in unison and see which one's more epic. We'll talk about that later. And from the last episode, it was pointed out that I didn't really stress test the figures. So before we dive into our next subject here of Condor, we're going to jump down there real quick, test them out, and come back up. Okay, so what we're going to do here is the figure stress test that I failed to do in the last episode. A lot of people have pointed out that the joints are pretty tight and are breaking off, even inside the plastic shipping container. So I'm going to move the legs. I'll move the arms first. Work pretty well. Nice tight joints. Got some flexibility there in the hips. If I get him into a sitting position, it's not bad. The knee is really tight. Oh, this Matt-Trakker held up. I don't see any issues with it. Go to Scott. I can't even move that arm. It kind of feels like the arms are going to pop out when I move them. Have any joints? Nope, he's jointless. There we have Bruce. Now, the problem here is that I don't think I can get the mask back off without breaking his head. So I'm going to try the leg. Very tight. Yeah, 3 for 3. No flaws on the figures at all. So my figures don't really seem to have any issues. I'm still hesitant to take the mask off of Bruce. I'm sure there's a way you could pop the head back on, but I really don't want to start that precedent of it coming off only being a day old or a couple of days old. So in the comments, if you're having issues with figures, they are broken, they're really tight, they're really loose, you got the wrong head, that can also happen too. Let us all know. I'm curious to hear about that. Now we jump into Condor. This one here, I don't think will have any issues. It's the least talked about one online for issues, which in this case, that's a good thing. Condor was usually a favorite of almost everybody. I would say that the casual mask fan might point to Condor as my favorite vehicle and favorite character of Brad Turner. I know that Kerouac, that's his favorite one, and I know that he's chomping at the bit to maybe get just get the Condor, but I can see him being happy with a new one and an old one, but again, it's not about the old one right now, it's about the new one. So what we're going to do is jump back down into the light box, go through the box itself, and compare the vehicles to their original counterparts, and take a quick look at the figures. Okay, here is the Loyal Subjects box for Condor. Just like the other one, Mobile Defense Unit, we have the Lance Anderson artwork on there, so I'm really happy to see that carry on. They look like it's pretty standard. The one thing I didn't point out, I like the white better on these boxes than the on the original ones. Helps it stand out more. So let's compare it to my Condor box. So, as you can plainly see, it is a pretty close match. Almost 1-to-1, I would say. So that's pretty damn good to be able to blend the old and the new together. Here's what we get packaged with. And as the sticker and the guide here as well. Yeah, I think the Condor, yeah, three. The mask ones are on the sides, and then that's the control panel. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be him revving up on the bike. Yes, let me see. Yeah, it definitely fits there. So it comes with the regular one. Joint test. This figure is a lot more loose than the other ones we just talked about. It's not a bad thing, because the other ones were so tight, you couldn't do much. Can I just sit in here real quick? All right. He's ready for action. All right, let's transform this and see how it holds up. One thing to note, it's really hard to get both legs on the spot where we actually need them. I'm sure there's a better way, but I don't know that. Let's see. This is different from the original. The original didn't have that on there, the silver. Alright, passing the test there. I'm not chopping off his head. Oh god. There we go. So that's Condor from Loyal Subjects. Now, if you have one, and yours is in great shape like mine is, I also want to hear the positives about these things too. It's not all negative. Loyal Subjects did a lot to get where we are right now. And, you know, I still wish the names were different on a couple of them. And I do hope that we'll get some way to fix or repair them, but I don't know. I've reached out to the Loyal Subjects as well, to ask them to come on the channel to talk mask itself, see how this came to be, and talk through some of the quality control issues. I'm hoping that'll happen sometime in the early new year, but I'll announce that when the time comes. So again, positive or negative, let me know in the comments. I really do want to hear it. And I'm hoping that we're more positive in this one than we are negative like we were for Mobile Defense Unit. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep Mask alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later. Spectrum's got such supervision.